All right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick Strength and Pokemon. I know I've been gone for a little while, but now I'm back. I'm still feeling kind of sick, but we got some big news to talk about today, especially when it comes to trading card grading. We've got two major stories that just dropped today. So the first of which being CGC trading cards. So CGC kind of ranked number 3 right now in terms of trading card grading behind PSA, which is pretty much in that number 1 spot. BGS in number 2 and CGC in number 3. CGC has kind of been the value option for somebody looking to specifically grading bulk. Their bulk option was like $9 a card recently, and this is what I want to talk about. So as of today, 4/21, well, I guess it was posted yesterday. So as of April 21st, CGC announces updates to membership tiers, services, and fees. So the most important part of this is mainly they raised the prices of all their trading card grading tiers. So if you go down to trading cards here, please see below for the updated CGC trading card services and fees effective April 28th, 2021. So you still have some time to submit cards with CGC if you want to get them in at the previous prices. So they're announcing that your bulk, which is what I was about to make. I was about to create a bulk order for CGC. I just submitted 250 cards to BGS. I've got 500 plus still with PSA. I wanted to go ahead and try CGC because I've never tried them before and see what their speed is looking like and see how their slabs look in person because I've never had a CGC slabbed card. So I wanted to try that. So I might go ahead and do that. So it looks like you still have about a week to submit with CGC under their current prices, but they will be increasing their bulk prices from $9 per card to $15 per card. Economy is moving up to $25, standard to $35, express to $60, which I believe it was only $40 before, so substantial increase for express, and walk through to $125. And it also says a $2 fee per card will be applied to cards that are not fully described on the submission form. So in addition to the trading card grading prices, they also made some changes to the services and fees with comic books. And if you go up a little bit more, they also changed some of their membership tier benefits, which will also be effective on April 28th. I believe I guess I'm premium right now. I don't think I'm elite. Yeah, I'm definitely premium. So I'm going to work on my CGC submission probably as soon as this video ends. But if you go over, there's even bigger news in grading. And we were talking about this for a while. So PSA making a major power play move today. PSA acquires Genamint to introduce the next generation technology to the grading process. Now, this is fascinating stuff. And we talked about this basically when PSA shut down. We knew that their back was up against the wall. They already increased their prices. They doubled their prices to try to deal with this massive influx of cards that they had to grade, to try to deal with this backlog that they had. They were overwhelmed. And then in addition to doubling prices, that didn't work. They had to shut down grading until at least July. So they're not accepting any new submissions until July. So they've done basically 2 of the last-ditch efforts to try to deal with this problem that they've got of this crazy influx of cards to grade. And I said in that video when we talked about them shutting down, their next step has got to be some sort of computer automated grading service because manpower obviously is just not getting it done anymore. They can't keep up with the volume that they're taking in with having physical employees, a person, sit there and grade cards by hand. They cannot keep up with their demand. They're running out of options. They have something else. They've got to do something else at this point, and they've done that. So we're about to see a major change coming with PSA. So they acquired Genamint, and if you go over to Genamint's LinkedIn, it straight up says, this is automated authentication, grading, valuation, and provenance for sports cards, coins, stamps, comics, and arts. An automated appraisal-driven market for alternative assets, machine vision-based authentication, grading, value, and provenance for condition-sensitive products. And it is a computer software company. So this means this is a computer automated software to grade cards. This is what this company is. This is exactly what it sounds like. PSA is acquiring the computer capability, the software, to grade cards automatically. Automated grading through a computer. This is what this means. So to those of you that you might have scrolled past this story, you might have seen it on your email when PSA sends out their little newsletter, and you might have skipped over it. But this is huge. This is a huge PSA story. They are changing the game when it comes to collectible grading. No longer, well, we don't know when they're going to implement this actual software, and there's a lot of interesting things to consider with that. But if you scroll down here, it says investment in technology to assist with PSA's backlog of trading card submissions. So they talk about how they acquired Genamint, So probably with this massive influx of revenue that they've had from all these submissions, they were able to purchase a company like this. Let's see if there's anything interesting in here. All right, so here's an interesting sentence here. So Kevin Lenane, who is the VP of Genament and the founder of Genament, he says, "I'm excited to start working with the team at PSA," Lenane said. "We expect to significantly enhance PSA's capacity by implementing our technology and taking PSA's grading process to the next level through our unique capabilities, including card diagnostics." So this is specifically, it looks like specifically a move to deal with the massive backlog. And it even says in the, I guess it does say that in kind of the headline here, investment in technology to assist with PSA's backlog of trading card submissions. So it looks like they are so backed up. Their backlog is so massive. Obviously, they were getting desperate. They doubled their prices. They suspended new submissions until July. Basically a quarter of a year, they shut down taking on new orders, which is huge. That's a huge move. And that still wasn't enough to deal with this massive backlog that they've accumulated to the point where they were receiving 100,000 new cards a day in addition to the backlog that they already had. So they acquired this company. I think if they do this the right way, obviously it's going to increase their speed and efficiency. Hopefully it will address the backlog issue that they have. Maybe if they implement it quick enough, and hopefully quickness does not take away from the accuracy of it, but if they implement it quick enough, we could maybe see them reopen and restart accepting new submissions before July. Now, the only thing that worries me is the question, what kind of issues could this develop? What kind of growing pains is this software going to have? What is the margin of error going to be with a new technology like this? Obviously, having humans grade cards, there's going to be a significantly high margin of error because humans are imperfect. We're not machines. We make mistakes. So you would think the margin of error with a person grading a card would be much larger than some kind of computer software. And what all is the software going to address? You would think it would be pretty easy, actually, to scan a card as far as centering is concerned, to tell whether that card was centered or not. Just see if it's in the parameters, scan it through the machine. The machine will measure the corner or the edges of it and see how centered it is. It shouldn't be that hard to scan that through a machine, and they can assign a grade based on whether or not that card meets up with the centering requirements in the software. That should be pretty easy. But assessing the surface and looking for nicks in the corner, things like that. What is the margin of error going to be on the computer missing a little white speck here or a little print line there? Those are the little finer minutia that I think might get overlooked. And I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is some kind of super advanced technology. There's no flaws. It can do all that stuff. The surface reading, it can detect whitening on the corners, all that good stuff. Print lines, it'll pick up everything. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty amazing. And honestly, I don't think that's that far of a stretch of the imagination. Technology probably should be to the point where you could scan a piece of cardboard and have the computer tell you if there's any defects on it, if there's any print lines on it, if there's any bending or tears or wear here and there. That really isn't that far-fetched for technology to be able to do something like that. So I think this is very cool. I'm interested to see where this takes PSA. And if PSA does this successfully, I think this will cement them as the front runner in card grading services. I think it's going to be a while before BGS and CGC can catch up with them if they don't implement some kind of technology like this, because it's got to increase accuracy. It's got to increase efficiency. It's got to maybe add a premium to PSA grading services, because maybe this software is even so good, PSA can prove that it is X amount better than human graders. Like, it's better than getting graded by BGS that still uses employees. It's better than CGC that still uses employees. Maybe PSA comes out and proves this software is perfect. It doesn't miss anything. The grading is flawless. There is no room for error on this software. That would be pretty impressive, and that would really cement them at the top. But I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below about this new news about CGC raising their prices and PSA acquiring this next generation technology from Genament Inc. So let me know in the comment section below, good thing or bad thing. Thumbs up the video if you enjoyed it. As always, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Nick Strength and Pokemon signing out.